Hi guys, welcome back to Guru Beauty. I'm Jodie and I had to do this look for you as soon as I saw it on Makeupbyeman's channel. I will post a link to her look down below. If you're not sure who she is this absolutely spectacularly breathtakingly gorgeous makeup artist who does her looks on her YouTube channel, and this is a bronzy smoky look that she created I think fairly recently, so I had to film it for you guys because it does sort of use some really gorgeous MAC eyeshadows together. We've got Texture, which I got recently in the massive MAC haul that I posted for you guys. We've got Woodwinked on the lid, some Carbon, and some Embarked as well, which is one of my new MAC eyeshadow colors. I really like that combination. I'm also using the Semi-Precious Pearl Mineralized Skin Finish as a bit of a highlight to give a bit of a glow, and the Mineralized Blush in Warm Soul, which I absolutely love. Couple of Inglot products thrown in there as well, but I do hope that you enjoy the look. I just figured I could not post that massive MAC haul without doing some looks with some MAC eyeshadows. So I hope that you do enjoy it. If you do want to see how I created this look, keep on watching. Alright, so I have applied my regular, you know, sort of daily skincare with my serum and my moisturizer and all of that good stuff. Then I'm going to go in with a primer. I am still using my Australis Primer. So the Australis Primer, I've just put some on my hand here, and I'm going to actually be using a foundation brush to put that on. That is something that Encore actually just recently suggested in one of his FAQs. I think it was frequently asked questions or something. A bunch of people from Poland asked him some questions. I think that's the video, and he actually talks about applying primer with a brush because you want a really nice even layer and you don't actually want to press it into your skin. So, which is what you're doing when you're applying it with your fingers, apparently, sort of, you know, rubbing it into your skin, whereas you want the primer to sit on top and make a nice even layer for your makeup to then sit on top of. So I thought that was really interesting. I had not heard that suggestion before on any YouTube videos, definitely, or any other source. So I have started applying my primer with a foundation brush, and I haven't been doing it long enough. I've just done it for a couple days. I've been really busy, so I haven't really had a chance to see how that works out. But there we go. That is my primer put on with a brush. The one thing that is worth mentioning with applying your primer with a brush though is that I do notice that I seem to use more product. Obviously a brush must absorb some of that primer when you're applying it. I do definitely need more primer to get a coat on my face when applying with a brush. So I have gone ahead though and applied my foundation. Today I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear White, and I've got that in intensity 3.0, and I've also put on my eyeshadow primer with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and lastly I have also done my brows with the MAC Omega eyeshadow today with an angled liner brush just to define my brows. So the first thing we are going to do today is go in with MAC Texture. MAC Texture is just like a warm brown color. We're going to use a fluffy brush, so anything like a 224. This is actually an eye blending and smudging brush duo from Studio Basics. I think, where do you get Studio Basics from? I'm not sure. I think I got it from somewhere in America. So we've just got some texture on the brush there, and we're doing the windshield motion into and above the crease with the texture, and you'll see it just sort of warms up that area. Other side. Next we're going in with MAC Embark. MAC Embark is a warm brown. I thought I was recording when I did this eye, but we're using the same 224 fluffy sort of dome brush, and any warm brown will be fine. So Eman also suggests Swiss chocolate or Brun, any kind of warm brown. But I really like Embark, so I wanted to give that a try. So using the same brush, but we're focusing less on above the crease and more on sort of the outer corner in less of a windshield motion, more just concentrating it into the crease on the outer end. That's just going to define that eye shape a little bit more. So we're creating dimension here by layering the colors, getting a gradient. And using a 224, if it's not too big for your eye, just really helps to give a really nice, just blended look without having to work too hard. Okay, so that's what we should be looking like at this point. Next we're going in with one of my favourite MAC eyeshadow colours, and it's Woodwinked, which is just a gorgeous, gorgeous gold. I have used this in my looks before on video here for YouTube, and it's gorgeous. Eman also suggests that Patina would be another good alternative. If you've got any Wet n Wild trios, you'd have some golds in there. Not too hard to find a lovely gold shadow, but Woodwinked is beautiful. So we're going in with a shader brush. This is MAC's SS239, anything just to pack down the colour. And we're just going into the lid here. Basically the bit that we didn't cover with Embark is what we're covering with Woodwinked. Just packing that colour on. It's just a gorgeous colour. I love it. Whenever I use Woodwinked, I just fall in love with it all over again. If you have not got any MAC eyeshadows and you're looking at starting a collection, Woodwinked would definitely be one of the initial colours I would recommend. Definitely. Okay, the next thing we are going to do was a little bit scary when I first tried this. I've done this look once before after watching her tutorial, and I'm going back into that warm brown colour with the same sort of fluffy 224 brush, any kind of fluffy brush, and I'm getting a little bit on the tip, tapping it off, and this is the brush that she uses to go underneath the eye. Now this is a huge brush, and you often would not use such a big brush to put a shadow under the eye, but you know, this is what she uses to get a smoky look, and hers came out fantastic. So I gave it a try and I was really happy with the look. So don't be scared. Obviously save your concealer for after you put on this makeup in case you get any fallout at this point. But just go with it. Big fluffy brush under the eye. Now we're going in with a matte black, so I'm using MAC Carbon here, again with that same fluffy brush. Just get a little bit, I'm sort of putting it on the side this time, slight side. And we're just sort of going over the outer corner with that carbon, just to get darken it up a little bit, just get a little bit more definition. Fluffy brush means it's not going to be too harsh. And then again, she's using that same fluffy brush with the carbon and just bringing that along about the outer half of the lower lash line. So we've just got this really smudgy, smoky lower lash line. It's going to be pulled together once we go in with liner. Don't be afraid to try something different, girls. You can always fix it up or cover it up with some concealer on your way out if you think you've gone too far. But sometimes you need to go out on a limb to discover something new. Now we're going in with liner, and I'm using my Inglot black gel eyeliner in number 77 and applying that with a MAC 208, which came recently in my massive MAC haul that I am loving so much, gotta say. So we're going to line first of all the upper lash line all the way to the inner corner. Tight lining. And then we're also doing the waterline as well. And again, that's all the way pretty much to the inner corner. just going to use a little round dome brush now just to blend that liner down right into the lashes. And I'll do the other side and be right back. Alright, so we're all lined up and it's time for the mascara today. I am using the L'Oreal Volume Million Lashes. I really like this mascara. And now with my mascara on, I'm just going to be going in with MAC Vanilla, just with a small fluffy domed brush to do some highlight here at the brow bone. I don't think Eman did any highlighting, but I always like to. And in the inner corner too. So under my eyes, I've just put a little bit of the Benefit Eye Bright and the Inglot Corrective, what is that called? The Inglot Corrective Illuminator, just like the Touche Éclat. I've just sort of dotted that under my eyes and blended that all in with my finger. And now I'm just going to set that, hopefully brighten it up just a little bit more with the Benefit Powderflage, just in the inner corner. Using a fluffy brush. This is the Sigma SS224. Not the same one I use to apply my eye makeup with. Okay, so I've just used a couple powders on my face. I've used the Physicians Formula Mineral Correcting Powder just on this area around here, just because it's a little bit lighter, to sort of try and brighten everything up here. And then I've also used the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in Medium Plus, just to powder the rest of my face. I'm just going to do a bit of bronzy contouring using the Physicians Formula Happy Booster Bronzer, just using actually this is a NARS Yachio brush, just getting that into the bronzer and just some sort of light contouring with that. With these beautiful bronzy eyes, it just goes really nicely with a bit of bronzer on the face. Oh, excuse the hair. Just we want a nice warm glow. And then I always bring some under the neckline here. Next, I'm going to be using just like the Yachio, this is actually the Sigma Tapered Highlighter Brush F35. It's one of my favorites from Sigma, and I'm going in with the MAC Semi Precious Pearl Mineralized Skin Finish, and this came from my recent massive haul as well. So I figured I couldn't post, you know, a haul. It would be very negligent of me to post a haul like that without showing you, you know, these products being used. So believe me, I'm getting good use out of these products. I still have not used all of them, but I'm getting there and I'm loving them. So I've just sort of mainly concentrated my brush around the mineralized skin finish and or the semi-precious pearl, just using it as a highlighter, drawing like a C shape, a little bit on the bridge of my nose, steering clear from the tip of my nose. I just don't want that to be too shiny. And then sort of as a blush, just to warm the whole look up, I'm going in with the MAC Mineralized Blush in Warm Soul. Again, this came recently in the MAC haul that I posted, and I love it. It is, it's definitely just a warming blush. It's a really nice natural color, but it really adds some warmth. I'm going back in with that Yachio brush that I used for my bronzer. It's got a bit of a shimmer to it, so just be careful. I do sort of have larger pores, but I sort of just put it on like this carefully and then blend it in with a bigger brush. Okay, and now it's time for lips, and one of the colours I've picked up recently, I'm not using a matte colour today, but Eman used a beautiful peachy colour, and I just wanted to show you this today, so it's a perfect excuse to use this actual lip colour. It is from Inglot, and it's their AMC Lip-Paint Paint. And I just got finished telling the sales girl, I was sort of swatching the colours on my hand just to see what the colours were like and the pigmentation and all of that, because I don't have any of these. Well, I didn't have any of these yet. And I was telling her how much I dislike a pot. It's not practical for, you know, reapplying. It's not all that hygienic. But when I saw this colour, I said, right, and I'll have one of those too. And she was really surprised because I just finished telling her how much I don't like a pot. So that is just a gorgeous, gorgeous peach for a, you know, a balm in a pot. You can see why they call it a lip paint. I am just going to put that on with my finger. And you can control, you know, how pigmented this color goes on. I'm just dotting this. I just want sort of medium coverage with this today. I'm going to put a gloss over the top. And I'm going to go over that with the new Revlon Gold Dust, Revlon Colorburst Lip Gloss in Gold Dust. Just to bring a little bit of bronze into that peachy lip. Here is the finished look. I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. Makeup by Eman is absolutely beautifully stunning, and you know, when you do these gorgeous girls tutorials, you know you're not going to look exactly the same, but I am really happy with this look as far as a smoky look goes. I have recreated it a few times and I love it. It's my favourite sort of bronzy smoky eye to date. I would say these MAC eyeshadow colours are absolutely gorgeous together and really perfect when you're wanting to just sort of create that bronzy glow. I hope that you enjoyed this look, and I just wanted to again make the point to not be afraid to experiment. I would never ever ever in a million years have, you know, thought on my own to use a 224 fluffy brush to apply colour underneath my eye, but I think just that smokiness that it creates, you know, that colour under here, it's really not too much. It does give just a really nice smoky effect, and it's something that I definitely will take with me when I'm doing other looks sort of on a daily basis. I will reach for that 224 for that purpose. So I really learned something new doing and watching Makeup by Eman's look. So I hope that it inspires you to think about doing something a little bit different to what you usually do in your daily routine. It's easy to get stuck in the rut. So get out there and have some adventure and try something different. Hope you enjoyed and that you will have a beautiful day. See you again really soon. Bye.